What's going on, guys? CFiShEr here, giving you guys a game battles match against a team named 5-Star. Now let's get started. For those of you that don't know me, I've been with the NGT Elite team since the very beginning, and we recently been doing game battles, a couple of us from the NGT Elite team, and some other guys that you guys don't know of. And my class setup for this game is the FAMAS with the X reticule that's orange, the orange color lens, tiger camo. My perk setup is lightweight, sleight of hand, and ninja. None of them pro, because I never even try for them, because I'm a noob. I'm a newbie. Okay, this game I'm going to be giving you guys the basics on game battles, so you guys have a little knowledge of it. If you do, that's great. If you don't, I'm just here to help you guys out. Game battles is a way to become a competitive gamer against, you know, just against other competitive gamers. Say, the difference is, if you're playing regular matches, you just put in Black Ops, go to multiplayer, and then you go find a public match. You go to your game, and then you choose whatever game mode you want, like search and destroy, for example, and then you start playing against randoms. But game battles is completely different. Game battles, you have to create a team, and then you have to make a match on the match finder. And depending on the way you make the rules for it, some teams will accept and some teams won't, because some teams just make weird ones with like kill streaks on with jammer and tactical insertion and C4 enabled. Not that many people do that, by the way. Most teams do claymores only and camera spikes only, or both of them. Okay, so there's three ladders that you could do. There's singles, doubles, and team. Singles is 1v1 pretty much. That's the only thing you can do. You can't do 3v1, 12v1. You can't do any of that stuff. This is just 1v1. And you can make the game however you wanted, like set up the rules like I was talking about earlier, which I'll get more in depth to later on in the game. And there's doubles. Doubles is 2v2. You can make the match however you want it to be set up as. And team, you can have a roster up to I think 20 something players, maybe not. I don't really know that much. Most teams have a roster of 4 to 10 players, in my opinion. Because if the lower amount of players you have, the least amount of GBs you will probably do. But if you have more than 4 players, because you need 4 players to do game battles matches now. Because in Modern Warfare 2 you only needed 3 people to be able to do game battles matches, because you used to be able to do 3v3s. But now in Black Ops you can only do 4v4s, which is a little bit weird. A lot of people like it, a lot of people don't, but that's not me to judge. Team, you can set up match however you want it also. Okay, so the rules in game battles pretty much are, depending on the ladders you use, like, well, the game types, because you can do default ladder settings and MLG variant ladder settings, which MLG stands for Major League Gaming, if you guys didn't know that already. And Major League Gaming is where all the people that are really good in game battles go, like where the professionals, where the people are experienced go. So if you guys were to start off, I'd say start off with default ladder, because when we first got into Black Ops gaming, we tried to do MLG variant, or I think our first or second match, and we got our butt kicked against a team that knew what they were doing, and we had no idea what we were doing, because none of us were ready for a great team to play against us. And for just a little differences in default ladders, you can use claymore, C4, jammer, motion sensor, and tactical insertion, depending on if you enable it. You can enable or disable any of those things to whatever your liking is. And if you're doing default, you also can use flak jacket, warlord, and second chance. And if you're doing major MLG, you can't use any of those perks. And the weird thing is, for MLG, you can make it so you can set it off for using claymore, C4, jammer, and all that only, but you really can't use any of them at all. So that's a little trick some kids like to pull on new players to MLG rules. So watch that out, because some kids will try and get a free win off you guys for that. So just gotta watch out for that. And the do's and don'ts in game battles is, don't rush out there like you're god at the game, having infinite health, saying get the Gommel hammer, because if you rush out there, you pretty much will get annihilated, because most teams in game battles camp their butts off like they're roasting marshmallows by campsite, singing campfire songs and telling scary stories, like, I don't know. And just follow the rules. Don't make sure all the rules are set up. Get somebody to read you the rules. Print them out on a piece of paper so then you can look at them, double check. Because we have this one player on our team that gets the rules wrong sometimes. You guys probably know him, but I'm not going to mention his name. I wanted to see if he'll comment on the video. I'll laugh at him for that. And the do is just have fun with it. Don't act like it's your life, game battles. Just have fun with it. You'll get better from it. Now trust me, I've gotten better from it. I've done a lot better. After doing game battles, I became a smarter player in my opinion. And which I didn't mention earlier, in MLG, there's only like a couple maps you can use. There's Firing Range, Grid, Hanoi, Havana, Launch, Radiation, and Villa. And if you're doing default ladder settings, you can do any maps. There is no headquarters, guys, sorry about that. There's only Domination, CTF, and Search and Destroy in MLG, and for default they added Demolition in there. And there might be TDM, I don't really remember. I never done TDM on team. And right now we just won the match, and we're just waiting for the game for us to win it, and then the host leaves the game. Anyway, guys, my link to my channel will be in the description below. My name's CFiShEr, and I'm out. Later, guys.